Hey, what's going on, guys? Cygnus here, and today what we're going to be doing is more or less answering the questions I had from my first TBC stream that I had a few days ago. I had a really hard time transitioning and figuring out what the hell I was supposed to be doing. So first off, you're probably wondering, why would I be playing TBC at the start of P3? Right? Phase 3, it just started on the 27th, I think. Why would I be interested in playing it now, or hitting 70 now and beginning the grind? For a little context of that, I played TBC Classic when it first came out. I got to 68 and essentially stopped for no reason that I can actually recall. When I was right there, I was right at the end. I had 2 more levels, not a whole lot, right? I could have just done a couple dungeons and be done. I would have been done with it. But I boosted this Alliance Warrior on Pagel, because all my friends were playing there. Now, initially, I had started playing Classic as a Horde Warrior that I got to, and you guessed it, level 58 and never actually hit 60. It is now abandoned because I decided to keep that character in Classic, and those servers are 100% dead. Fast forward to last week, and Blizzard announced some changes for Phase 3. And I'm always interested to see like what changes they're actually going to do, because I'm like, are they actually going to be changes, or is it just like PvE changes, or you know, some boss scaling mechanic that's a little different now, like kind of like what they did in Season of Mastery? And are they going to get rid of world buffs, or what are they doing, right? What is it? So they actually made a bunch of honor changes, which all of which are awesome. I'm really excited about. I'm going to post them on the screen here for just a second. You can pause and read them. I'm not going to go through them. But essentially right now is probably one of the best times to gear a character for PvP, whether that's an alt or whether you're doing it through getting tier tokens or whatever. Now is probably one of the best times to gear a character for PvP. So I only had 2 levels of rested experience left, so I was like, all right, let's go. I hit 70, and what did I do? I started PvPing. It's great. I have terrible gear. I am in mostly leveler greens. I've got these Savage Plate gauntlets because, I didn't even know that you could buy them because I'm honored with Cenarian Expedition. I didn't even know rep PvP gear existed until 2 days ago. I had also realized I started playing World of Warcraft. I hit level 70 almost at this exact point back when original TBC released, right? Like the first go around. I am almost exactly in the same place that I was then, and I am getting a huge nostalgia rip from that, and it is phenomenal. I'm mostly base sitting and stuff like AV, and it's fine. I'm totally okay with it. But I am really looking forward to doing some arenas and just getting some of that higher level gear. You might be asking, why not Shadowlands? Simply put, the endgame mechanics of Shadowlands are archaic, and I can't be asked to even participate in them. How do you get better PvP gear in Shadowlands? You PvP, and you have to have a specific renown level, okay? And I know it's not really that much of a grind, but I know they have catch-up mechanics and stuff like that too, but it just doesn't, none of that interests me at all. I don't want to grind renown. I don't care about any of the story. The story has been fucked up for so long, it interests me zero. In Classic, do you want to know how you get better PvP gear? I'll give you a hint. By PvPing. So now, what do? I hit level 70 about 5 days ago, and that couldn't have been better timing. I PvP. Now, I haven't figured out what the best honor per hour method is yet, but I've kind of just been queuing up for AV, but I have a sneaking suspicion that doing the 4 BGs and turning in the daily quest is a way better method to get honor per hour. I haven't sat down and crunched the numbers yet, but I'm gonna have to do that. I didn't know there was reputation gear that existed. If I would have known that, I would have done some more dungeons as I was leveling up. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna save up to buy my Season 1 two-handed mace. I always loved mace spec. It always helped out a lot in PvP and in my experience. I really wanted to get a Storm Herald, but I think that weapon and the gathering for it are going to severely cut into my PvP time, so I don't know if I'm gonna spend the time to actually farm that out. I'm gonna kind of wrap this video up with am I done with 20s? No, I'm not done with 20s. I'm just taking a short break. I'm having a lot more fun PvPing where it actually means something and that it will progress my character. That's one reason that I was enjoying PvP on my free-to-play rogue. I needed gems, right? And I needed to win BGs in order to get gems. It's kind of how I was feeling with PvP in 20s bracket because of the Crusader, Spurgs, and the Hunters, obviously, that plagued the bracket. But I would rather deal with 7 Hunters than 7 Fury Warriors. It's aggravating. That's hence why you haven't seen me play any of my Crusader classes in PvP since I made those first 2 videos. It's really nice not to cower in fear of a level 70 hunter. I've still got a slew of guides that I'm gonna put out for 20s. There's still content left to be made there, so I'm not gonna, cut it out early and leave you guys hanging high and dry. I'm writing another video as I'm recording this one, so yeah, don't worry. It's not going anywhere, guys. I'm probably going to still do some 20s free-to-play streams, and then we're probably going to start up some sim racing streams, which I'm really excited about, actually. And it's basically just going to be once or twice a week, trying to lay down some decent track times and just see where I can go from there. So if that interests you, keep an eye out for that. If you haven't noticed by now, I have way too many hobbies, and I've been stuck in a niche for so long that it feels good to branch out again. And not to say that I've been stuck in a niche in a negative way. I've enjoyed my rut where I've been at, but I'm excited to branch out again, and I'm feeling a little more adventurous and stuff like that in my content that I'm making. So it's definitely a better place mentally, and we're going to keep on chugging. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.